Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. Please excuse the tweaking of the bird this early morning. Perhaps the light is causing some agony. You know, I was thinking about this thing we call abortion that we're talking about here in America today. And as I looked at abortion, the most evil that I can associate with abortion are the rules and regulations and promises of punishment that is being proposed and directed at those who find a need to utilize abortion. It's amazing that you would talk about discontinuing an activity that, for one reason or another, a need exists, and the threat is by inflicting the exercise of evil to prevent it. That alone should tell you that the action that is being taken is not legitimately concerning the hearts and minds of people. It's just a thing about control and power. Now, many folks disagree with abortion. They don't have a need. And if they had a need, they may or they may not. But those who exercise it find the need. And people who are concerned about the legitimacy of it being discontinued or continued means that you would research and find out what causes, what's behind those needs, and eradicate those needs if possible. And it's gone, not force. It makes you think that when it comes down to this God that we've been taught about ever since we've been on this planet, or not, is fake. And what I mean by fake, does it mean that there is no God? No. In fact, it's a way that they use to legitimize the fact that they acknowledge that there's a God. What it explains is that it's a illegitimate God in that it does not do what it is designed to do. So there's a stumbling block put there. There's a limit. You heard the expression, no one is above the law. Well, we all know today that there are many that are above the law. So that gap is there for a particular reason. Now, when you say that God is all that you have said that God is, you're saying except when you get to a certain point. And where that certain point comes, that's where fear stands. That's where all of the power, the rules and regulations that's going to be levied against anyone who goes a step beyond which is permitted, then this is what's going to happen to you. So what you have done right there is put the power of man in front of the exercise of the power of God. And so by doing this, you become an evil figure, an evil force, an evil power in the prevention of the truth. And for those who say they love God to the point that all of the evil in the world, all of the evil in America that exists. You can say, well, it's the conservatives who have accepted the fact that a certain portion of the people can have all of this and all of that, and the rest of the world, whatever you don't have, is all right with them. Or you could be somewhere moderate who says you don't want to be that way. You want to be a little bit more loving. Then you might have someone else, or you might have the liberals who will say, well, we want to make sure that everybody got some of everything. Then you got all kind of hell breaking loose because your God, the one that you've allowed people to believe in, doesn't is not permitted to go that step. And so all the forces of mankind rise up to say, hell no. If you want that peace and prosperity and freedom and joy of life, your dreams being fulfilled, then you wait until you die. Because if you keep on advocating those kinds of things for all people, we're going to make sure you die real soon by killing you, is the promise of mankind to all those who says that God should live on earth as it is in heaven. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the world that we're living in, and this is the challenge that we each have every day. And until we can boldly stand up and say, we refuse to live in bondage, we refuse to live where God has been handcuffed, and we're going to remove those handcuffs by using our own hands to deliver the work of God. Until we can do that, then we're going to always go through all this hell. And there's no need for somebody to think that they got it going better, like the rich preachers or those who don't even believe in God but are rich, who are the richest people in the world. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. It is hell. It is hell. It is hell. Now, for those of you who are living a good life and you don't care about other people at all, and you don't feel any of the pain and you don't feel any of the suffering, I'm not going to try to threaten you about something that's going to happen to you in the future because I don't know. But I do know this, that the way you're living permits all of those other pain and suffering to go on. It permits it to continue. But if you don't know any better, how can you do any better? I do know that change is required, but what brings about that change? I have hoped on many things. Somewhere I read in the scriptures says that suffering will bring about that change. But I hate to even think about you going through any more suffering than you already go through. But I guess the truth will be known, and we will know Monday morning when the game is over. Think about what I've said to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is out of love that, well, I believe it's out of love that I'm early every morning saying something to you. Goodbye for now.